What is up? What is up, guys? This is Mark with the mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Recycle Inc. I'm Mark with the mic. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
Oh man, this is the beginning of December. December to remember.
What is it? 12/1/2019. That's
Yeah,
it.
December to remember. Good old ECW.
I've never actually seen that pay-per-view. Was it a pay-per-view or just like a one-off thing?
ECW was a pay per view, and then WWE tried to bring it back as a pay per view too, and they did terrible
Okay,
with it.
gotcha. Do
That's
you
what
remember
it
anything
is.
about the first one?
Not at all at this moment.
Okay.
I just remember the name of it, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
So today's cast, we're pretty much gonna go with the week of wrestling, some wrestling news, and so on and so forth. We also got Starcade that is tonight. If you actually did forget, probably got a review for next week for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much a glorified house show, I guess, because they are filming it like a house show.
Yeah,
I like those. I actually like when they do the live house shows. I really do.
I still believe would add some more value to those names that they own. Because don't they own a lot of those names
Oh,
now
they
because of
own.
WCW?
They in court with. I think they're gonna be in court with AEW about Bash at the Beach.
Oh yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But like, I guess put them to good use, right? Use
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Don't
Like
let them
WWE's
lapse.
not use them. Like if you're not gonna use them, let him use it. Like
Yeah,
why you gotta
I don't
be
mind that.
greedy?
But I'm just mean like I'm glad Starcade is getting like a special treatment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Is there any matches that they've like talked about to hype this up?
So the Fiend, I think, is fighting Daniel Bryan on it.
Really? Okay.
You're finally gonna get the Rusev match.
Him and Bobby Lashley?
Yeah.
Is Bobby Lashley okay after Monday?
Really?
They took him
Probably.
away in the stretcher.
He probably hurt his groin again. I don't know.
No, his neck on Monday Night Raw.
Oh.
Rusev tried
Oh
to kill
yeah,
him.
he did. He should have. He should
I
have.
mean, it
He
was
failed.
it was kind of like the best part of this whole thing. He was handcuffed and he kicked the girder over. I'm like, all right, damn, Rusev.
I liked it when he was going around like, what do I do next? I've never been to jail before.
Oh man.
He was like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I'm serious. I never been to jail before.
Oh, poor Rusev. He was
Oh
just defending
man,
himself.
I love that he yelled Rusev Day. Like, do you celebrate Rusev Day? I think everyone celebrates Rusev Day.
Yeah, that shit is awesome.
You know
And you
what?
know what? It was pretty funny. I was bringing up to you, Mark, the shirt he was wearing,
Yeah.
and I checked out the website, and that's actually the best friend from the movie Bloodsport who
Oh,
gets
okay.
killed by Bolo Young.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, he was
R.I.P.
in
Ray
Revenge.
Jackson.
He was in Revenge of the Nerds. Nerds. Yeah,
Oh
that
man,
was him.
so
He had
cool ass
cross eyes
Rusev.
and shit.
I like this tracksuit too.
Yeah, it was funny. It was
Mm-hmm.
a funny scene. That was on Monday Night Raw. The fact that he said Rusev Day. You know what? All this needs
What's that?
for Aiden English to get the band back together with Rusev.
I mean, I think he's comfortable, but you know what? Why not?
Why
Just
not?
sing a little ditty for him when he
Why
comes
not?
out.
Like, Aiden English was the one that warned you about this shit.
What'd he say?
He said that Lana was not good for you. That she's doing shit behind your back.
This is true, and that makes me remember something that I saw. I think it was 2 weeks ago when I watched the Enzo Chris Van Vliet interview.
Yeah.
Was that I forgot there was a skit with him and Lana too,
Yeah.
and it's just like that was before Aiden English, and that was before Bobby Lashley, and I'm just like that was after Dolph Ziggler. I'm like, Jesus Christ, is that all that woman does with her
Yeah.
character?
She did it. She did it. Yeah. She did it with Enzo, which Enzo didn't go really well.
Yeah, I
Enzo's
know.
thing
He
was
got
a
beat up.
trap.
Yeah, he got beat up, but it's still just
But that one was led to a trap. The other two were like the same thing.
yeah, I get it, but it's just like, is that all her character can do?
Well, like, she's just seductress and shit.
Like
Yeah,
she
it makes
literally
sense.
was trying to wrestle for what, like 6 months, and then stop.
Yeah, because she wasn't. I don't think they gave her enough time to actually. I felt like she was getting better, but I don't think they gave her enough time to really like pursue it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think she got hurt quite a few times while she was wrestling.
Oh, see, that I don't know about.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you about that. I didn't see any articles about her, so like, it's just a mystery to me why her character just was like, we're developing into something good,
Yeah.
right back to the same old shit.
I honestly, my favorite Lana was the original Lana when she came out with the Russians, like as the Russian associate, whatever the fuck she was, and she freaking gave me the promo. She came out first and gave the promo about Rusev, and then have Rusev come out.
Was
That's
she
still my
essentially an
favorite one.
advocate?
That's yeah. She was like an advocate, and she was like it was from NXT into the beginning of when she debuted on Raw. It was she was an advocate and shit like that, and that's when he had the Russian star, and he was like Vladimir Putin, my favorite person, and things like that. And I like that. I liked that Lana. I think that Lana was the best one. She had a style that fit her, and that was her look, and that was the whole dress, the long dress and shit. Like not the long dress, like the button down and everything like that. And she was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's when Rusev that's when Rusev should have been main event star and everything like that too.
But he got killed by John Cena.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what? That also kind of I felt like honestly they should have capitalized on it instead of letting it go. Him being losing to John Cena shouldn't have been the first thing. Like he should have been built on upon it and had him like go and fuck him up afterwards and shit like that. But they didn't do that. But I like Rusev a lot, and I
I
want
do.
more for him.
It's it's a mystery to me why even the way his promo style is, the way you know he wrestles and he gets over with the fans, but somebody in the back does not like him
Yeah.
to be main event. I don't understand it. When you have countless arenas screaming Rusev Day with nonstop, I don't get what the problem is.
So I understand when the whole Ziggler thing happened. I understand that part and why they kind of gave him shit. Is the
Okay,
fact
now
that
get me up to date with that one because I wasn't watching.
so during the Dolph Ziggler, that's when Dolph Ziggler and Lana went for Dolph Ziggler and shit like that, and they were supposed to be fighting and stuff like that. They actually publicly got married during that whole segment and kind of fucking blew that whole thing out of the water.
And about how many years ago was that?
Maybe about 4 years ago. I'm not sure.
All right. So I didn't get to actually see all of that. So I've just seen it. I just saw I literally only seen clips.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened. The fact that they actually got married and they put it on TMZ and they put it public that they got married, and they kind of just shitted on the storyline they were telling.
Okay.
So it was just like, okay, so you just fucked up your shit. So you know what? We're not putting you on TV.
Okay. So what happened now?
So this one, I think,
or at least not the most recent, because I see they're pushing this a lot. So I cannot say he's in the doghouse. But remember the part when they were screaming Rusev Day and everybody was chanting Rusev Day? What happened?
I think it's just that what they heard from the fans, it was just not, they felt like it was not going to last long. But look, it's still going.
It's still going.
Yeah.
Personality change, gimmick change. We call it what you want. He's not the same Rusev anymore. He's cleaned up. He's got the nice mustache, you know.
I actually think they should have never broke him and Aiden English up.
I believe that.
I felt like that was a tag team title reign right there. I felt like Aiden English made his character better. Like I felt like if it wasn't for him, like really putting out that Rusev Day thing, like he's the one. Honestly, I would give all the credit to Aiden English. He made that over. He put that shit over.
Mm-hmm. He gave it 110% when he came out every single time and went for it.
Yeah,
but I think, let me ask you, Merc. I think the fall of it was when they did the whole Lana angle, though.
I think
it was good.
I think they should have kept them away from each other.
But I like when they were getting along and stuff, and like remember they had the little bumpy road, and then they were like. They had a thing where they were getting along before that blew up, and it was like, oh man, they're not gonna go into the thing you think.
Yeah.
And then they did it anyway.
I feel like they gotta stop these fucking love angles with them. I feel like that's the thing that I feel like that's what they see Lana the strong suit is. Oh, you just put her in another love angle. Just put her in this, put her in that. I think she could be a great character if they just let her be. Honestly, I think they should have just kept her separate or make Aiden English the manager of both of them.
Okay, I see that.
because you wasn't really putting Aiden English to work, and honestly, you could have kept them as a tag team and put Lana as a singles competitor and have him come out with both of them. And I think
Mm,
even him singing the Lana number one kind of thing worked for her as well.
yeah, it definitely did. I saw a drastic increase in fan participation
Yeah,
when she was out there because
yeah.
of that.
So I feel like WWE just didn't know what to do with it, and they expected. I feel like they expected a certain thing, and they were surprised by the outcome, but they didn't go forward with it.
Mm, okay.
And again, I feel, especially with Aiden English, I think he should have stood Rusev. Like I think that was a smart. That was your would have been their smartest take is to keep Aiden English with Rusev.
Yes, I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
because Rusev could talk, but he's not the like he.
He
Honestly,
has a certain style. I get it.
Rusev sounds more of a baby face when he talks than a heel. Like
Hmm.
he sounds funny. He sounds jolly. He doesn't
Yeah,
sound angry.
he doesn't sound angry.
Even
Yes.
when he tries to sound angry, he doesn't sound angry.
Hmm.
So that's just me. That's what I feel.
I see it, but like you said, he comes off as a natural baby face.
Yeah.
I get that.
Um. So Monday Night Raw, we're gonna go through our week of wrestling. Monday Night Raw was actually really good this week. Like I was very happy with it.
Oh my goodness, I love the store GM Seth Rollins with his all black,
Yeah.
just out there like, you guys suck. You cost everybody everything. Nobody even said, hey man, you lost.
You lost too. And I think that's the reason why. You know what kind of bothered me a little bit, but I'm kind of glad that she wasn't there. But I would have liked the confrontation with the fact that he's telling everyone was a loser. Becky
Hmm.
Lesnar wasn't in the ring.
Oh, she wasn't even there
She
outside,
lost.
right?
Yeah. She
Yeah,
lost.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like I would have liked that maybe that confrontation between them two is the fact like what? You saying I'm a loser?
That I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah,
that's one thing I noticed really fast that Becky
yeah.
wasn't in the ring when he was like doing the whole shit. I did like the set. Again, I feel Seth Rollins when he has a lot of too much time. He gets a little annoying after a while. But other than that, I thought the promo was good. I thought he pretty much nailed it for the character he was trying to build, and he was just trying to like, take everyone's a loser, and we gotta get Raw back to the map and things like that, and not taking the blame for himself because even he did lose the match
Mm-hmm.
to Keith Lee.
This is true. He did
Keith Lee.
get pinned.
Yep. So I did like it. I did like the end with Kevin Owens Stone Cold stunning him.
Yes, he
Stone
interrupted.
Cold.
He was the only one out there, true.
Yep.
That's the other thing. He's the only one that stayed, and he confronted him, and he stunned his ass.
And I was happy.
So good. So
It was so
good.
good. Then we got Bobby Lashley versus Titus O'Neil. Hey,
And that
Titus.
lasted like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And he manhandled Titus O'Neil, and then Rusev came in with his awesome tracksuit
Yep.
and tried to kill him.
Yep. And we
What
loved
you
it.
think? Any man in this situation, I'm just saying, if you big and buff like Rusev and you ain't afraid of no Bobby Lashley,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you out. And he almost, I assume in universe, he almost did
Yeah.
because they had to roll him out on a stretcher.
Good for his ass. That's
Hmm.
what you get.
But apparently Bobby Lashley has healing powers because he's gonna be on tonight's show. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Then you had AOP they returning with the same theme music, just no shirts instead of the SWAT team look.
They look all
Um,
right, but
that's alright.
I told you earlier, Mark, I have a problem with how this was not competitive at all between AOP and Ryder and Hawkins
So
after
this,
they built them up too.
yeah, this is where you could just easily just put two jobbers in it and be fine with it because you're just bringing them back and to show their power.
No,
You don't
here's my
have to use anybody.
all right. I like them using lower card superstars instead of jobbers, but I would also like them to have a somewhat competitive match.
Dude,
Get a little bit of fire. You know, the Ryder and Hawkins are good at a fiery comeback, and I wouldn't mind if they had one and you stuffed it,
yeah.
but they ain't have nothing, dude.
No, they had nothing. But I was glad to see them. Major wrestling podcast. Check it
We're
out.
grateful that you made it to the show.
Yes, and they made it out the show because they were able to record their podcast.
Oh, did you get to see the little clip they put at the live show of the
I
guy?
Yeah, I haven't
pulling
got to
his
see.
tights down and giving it a low. That was actually really funny.
I haven't got to see any of the live footage, but they're supposedly on Patreon. They're supposed to put the whole thing on.
Yeah, they okay, cool. So you remember the Patreon? Watch it, man.
Yeah,
I want to hear about what happened, the details.
yeah. All I know is Zombie Sailor. He got super kicked by Dolph Ziggler,
Oh, great.
and now he's wearing
Awesome.
a brace on his neck.
Ooh, poor guy.
Yeah, good for his ass. Anyway, you had Andrade versus Tozawa, which was actually a really good match, very hard hitting match.
Really? Okay. I didn't get to see that one.
That was really good. Really fun match. Yeah, Buddy Murphy versus Matt Hardy, which was really good too. It was
Yes,
nice
I did
seeing
see
Matt
that.
Hardy back.
2001, he had a vote online
Yeah,
and he said whichever one you wanted, it was going to either be Woken or 2001. And they voted for 2001 and there it goes.
yeah.
Awesome.
No one voted for Broken.
No, he only had two choices.
Oh, Woken. The
Either
Woken one.
Woken or 2001. That was it.
Everyone wants Broken, not Woken.
Mm-hmm. But,
That's what we want. And then you have Alexa Black coming in, mad that he knocked on his door, trying to kick Buddy Murphy in the head.
mm-hmm.
That was really good.
And they're setting up the nice feud between him and Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
And dude, I can't wait. I hope they give that match time.
Yeah, me too. I think that could be a really good match compared to those two guys.
Yes.
Then you had Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre challenge. It was a 4-way
Mm-hmm.
for the United States Championship because Humberto Carrillo got his ass handed to him, and
By the OC, right?
yep, by
Yes.
the OC, by the OC. So you had
Yes.
the 4-way match. Rey Mysterio won. It was a really good match, really fun match
I
to
like.
watch.
I want to say I like the setup for the match though. I like the
Yeah.
character work while they were talking trash before the match started. See
Yeah.
that good, there was a good Randy though.
Yeah,
Randy was kind of good all night. In
Yeah.
the beginning, he walked away doing the jerk off motion to Seth Rollins. I loved it.
yeah,
And in that one, he just snuck in. It was just like catch you with an RKO during the match. He had some pretty good
yeah. It was
for
a really good
every
match.
for every bit of dragging out a Randy Orton match can have when he's on, it's still pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
So
Rey Mysterio wins this match and he fights AJ Styles for the United States Championship. Right after the match, he fights him and wins the United States Championship.
good match.
Good match. I would like to see another Rey versus. See, this is one thing I don't mind the U.S. title on Rey is the fact that I want to see Humberto versus Rey. I want to see Ricochet versus Rey. I want to see AJ versus Rey. I want to see these matches, so I'm fine with that. But
Give me Cedric versus where's Cedric at? Get back.
I will take all those guys versus Rey Mysterio. But it's also the fact that this is you got your ass kicked by Brock Lesnar, so we're gonna give you a consolation prize.
Yeah.
U.S. title.
Don't be so sad, Ray.
I feel like you could have done a lot more, seeing that the fact that Brock Lesnar is going to be on the hiatus to Royal Rumble. You're not going to see the WWE Championship. So, you putting it on Ray and having him hold it and then have Lesnar come back angry and fucking take the belt right back from him is perfectly fine. And you have some rivalries for the WWE title while he's gone.
I never understand the purpose of having Lesnar with the belt and be gone after the Seth Rollins stuff, because that was the entire, reason people were behind Seth in the first place.
Yeah.
So again, here we go again with this disappearing champ.
Yeah, but
I don't.
It is what they try to do is have that whole old school feel, the fact that you didn't receive the championship on these pay-per-views kind of thing.
No, but you don't see him. That's the thing. He doesn't even do vignettes or promos.
Yeah, that's true. But
it's like Hogan didn't wrestle all the time, but Hogan did promos.
Yeah, but that's what they're trying to do.
Promos. People was like they made their presence known.
They should have just dropped the title off him. Simple as that. I think Ray could have held it for 3 months. That would have been perfectly fine. Had him lose it at Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
And then you still would have had AJ with the U.S. title, and you still would have had good rivalries between both of them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But yeah, your new champion, Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
United States champion. I wonder if we're going to get a new United States championship belt.
Maybe.
Because that one needs an overhaul. The IC title didn't need an overhaul. The U.S. title does.
Yeah, I agree.
We had WWE Championship Tag Team Champion Asuka versus Charlotte Flair, actually beating her, which I'm happy about.
Mm-hmm.
I liked
with the help of Crafty Kyrie Sane.
I like her just dancing to the
I like she,
beer.
yeah, she was on full just asshole mode. It was great.
I love Kari.
It's like she chased her out of the freaking arena, and then she ran back, and then she chased her again. I'm like, oh, it's so stupid. I love it.
Yeah, I loved
But
it.
look, but hold on. If you're in a singles match and you have a tag team partner, for your tag team partner not to be there, especially if you're bad, it doesn't make sense for you not to have help.
Yeah,
It just doesn't.
yeah.
So I love that. That was
Yeah,
great.
I was fine with that. She got missed in the face again. I think Charlotte has been taking it the most, which is
Yeah,
great.
like 3 times already, right?
Which is great because she's white as hell. Two, her hair is like blonde, and you see the full effect of the green on her.
And she sells the agony of being misted like nobody else because she just looks miserable.
I know, and then I remember seeing the picture of her trying to kiss Andrade in the backstage
Oh,
and
really?
shit, and he's like,
That's
no.
funny. That's
It
really
was just
funny.
like a picture on Instagram they had, and he's just like putting his face away from her.
That's good. I like stuff like that.
It was fun. Really good match, actually. I think this was a
But
fun match.
how you feel, dog? I know you've seen the picture that her and Becky got a shot at the belts, dog. What's happening?
Yeah, with the returning Alexa Bliss, which we'll talk about on SmackDown side. I actually popped for that.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss being back is cool.
Yeah, it's
But,
a
like,
four-way.
I'm asking, like, what you thinking about her and Becky having a title shot?
What happened to Natty? Like, I swear to God, if Natty don't come and like beat fucking Becky up, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah,
Like, that's my spot. You
this
just
is
stole
true.
my spot. Just because you're the man, you don't steal people's
They
spots.
really did forget all about the fact that they won that match qualifying for
Yeah.
it. So yeah,
I did
it
like
bugged.
this match. I did like this Asuka Charlotte
Mhm.
match. I was happy Asuka took the match because Asuka has not beat Charlotte, so it was good to see her beat
This is
Charlotte.
true.
Eric Rowan defeats some local guy
Another waste.
because he looked at his pet.
Again, this is what I mean about mid card talent. That could have been who's on. Is Apollo Crews on there or is he on SmackDown? Who's left? Cedric. Cedric could have fought him. Somebody.
But then again, it depends on how you want the match. If you want this to be a squash match, the local talent is fine. But if you want, like, you could build, like, again, they building Eric Rowan to be this monster again. Like, they kind of rebuilding him now. Even though, like, you should have just kept him on SmackDown. He had momentum.
Yeah, he had way more momentum, but the thing is, he kind of feels. I hate to say it, and it is wrestling, but now he feels once again gimmicky.
Yeah.
He doesn't just feel like a badass wrestler anymore.
Yeah.
And that's such a short period of time they did that.
Yeah.
That I don't like that. I get it. Trust me, I understand that they have to keep things moving.
Yeah.
And there's so many moving parts, but he's just right back to being a we need to have him with something instead of just him being a menacing person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm just like, it's all right.
It makes you feel about the wrestler again. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Exactly.
You know, like I don't like that.
And then he has a pet somewhere. The guy looked at it and he got angry.
You got mad.
What do you think that pet is?
I told you. I think it's Hornswoggle.
I think it's
They're gonna
Hornswoggle.
change the cage when it's time to reveal it, and it's gonna be bigger, and he's gonna come out. That's what I think is gonna happen.
I think it's gonna be like a possum.
I hope it's something like a possum. Creepy,
Possum,
ugly,
creepy,
like animal.
Yeah,
I hope so.
exactly. And then you had the main event, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins, which I think the match was going really well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had AOP interfere with their suits on and all.
Yes, corporate AOP.
Corporate.
I don't know. They're the assistant managers.
Yeah, the assistant managers.
Like I just love it. They come in with the suits. It's just like.
But they only attacked Kevin Owens. They did not attack Seth Rollins. So wonder who they are working for. So overall, Raw, what grade do you give Raw?
I gave Raw a B plus. I want to say A minus.
A minus. I said
It
A
was
minus.
very entertaining for me.
I give it A minus.
It
It was
still
actually
had
a really good
weird-
show.
Yeah. Yes, it was. It was a very good show. Had good matches, but like I just said, it had a few things that made me go, "You could have did this instead of this."
Yeah, but
And it was easy things, not fantasy stuff. It was like Broski and Hawkins could have had a more competitive thing where they could have got beat
yeah,
in the same amount of time, but looked better. They just
Yeah.
got trounced.
Yeah.
and they were former tag team champs. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I just don't.
So
And Eric Rowan being a gimmick guy that quick again, I don't like that.
yeah. That makes sense. I understand. I give it an A minus because for most of the part the show was actually really good. You had
Mm-hmm.
a lot of competitive matches. You had a channel change. You had something going on that I'm actually interested with Seth Rollins instead of his
Yeah.
random shit that he's been going through. That I have not been interested in. Kevin Owens back in the spotlight, which I think Kevin Owens deserves that main event spot. So I'm happy about that.
Yes.
Next up, we got. I'm trying to go in order. So we had NWA Power, which was not really a show. It was just like one match.
And a pretty good interview with Melina.
Yeah, interview with
She
Melina. Then
watched
you had
it.
one match with the question mark and the breast. The what was
Oh,
it?
I love that. I'm Aaron Stevens in the question mark once again.
Yeah,
We had him in his. We had him like as he's like hyping him up. He's like, we we understand it because we are performers.
yeah,
And he goes, we won with the power of karate. And he goes, karate. Excuse me, karate. I
yeah.
love that. I love. Those two are good.
But I also like the fact that they had a win. Like if one loses, they had to recite poetry or some shit.
Yeah, the guys that did lose, and they went for it. That's the
Yeah,
funny thing, and I loved it. He was throwing up. He was pretending to throw up,
yeah.
and
It
the
was
other guy
fun.
held his hair.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying though? Like it's little things like that that still, even though it wasn't a show with a crowd, it
yeah,
was obviously trying to do something because of what happened, the controversy. They ended up having like a really good moment.
yeah.
Still like that. But unfortunately, it was what it was. It wasn't a full show, so I have to give it like a B minus.
Yeah, I gave it a C because it wasn't a full show. They could have did more to maybe promote the. I felt like even the promoting of the pay per view wasn't really there because I'm still not sure what's going on in the pay per view.
Yeah,
So,
unfortunate.
so I was just like, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna give it a C. Got its
Like
first C.
I get it though. They went off the rails because of the incident, and you
Yeah,
felt it. You felt the wind go out of their sails.
yeah. I feel like they should have re-recorded something and actually get it instead of like just like there's ways to get around it and they haven't done it yet. So we're gonna see it next week. Their pay per view is next week, so
But I
we'll
will
see what's
say,
going
I
on.
have to give a fuck you to the fans
Yeah,
because if you look at how many people just started turning on them, I'm never watching Power
yeah,
again, blah blah blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. You didn't support them. They didn't do anything wrong. Listen, you could be mad that Cornette had to go because of the times we live in, but that's got nothing to do with them.
you
If
know
you,
how many racist shit that JR's gets caught fucking saying and no one has said nothing or batted eye about it
yeah, because it's like
or
he's the only
sexist
man
shit that
left
he
that uses
says.
Oriental. He said something this week on AEW
Yeah.
about the the lady, Emi Sakura.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never seen Freddie Mercury look more Oriental or like a woman. I was just like, what are you talking about, old man?
Yeah, like so you, like fans are fickle. Fans are
Yeah,
fucking fickle.
and they play favoritism a lot, and I don't like that.
That's gonna be the name of this cast. Fans are fucking fickle.
Mm-hmm.
Effing fickle. So
Fine.
we could have it on regular things. Because it is like I understand their whole shack now. I'm like I'm gonna still go support it. Like it doesn't like honestly what Jim Cornette does not offend me because I'm used to hearing shit like that doesn't bother me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I understand it could bother other people and if they actually take it to it, but half of y'all not even educated what the fuck he said,
This is true,
and that's
but
what bothers me. Like oh he said something racist, but do you know what it meant?
yes, exactly. But my problem with the fans being so fickle is you have to understand when you get to a certain level, you are no longer under your own power. If
Yeah,
you put yourself out there in public and you want people to continue to watch,
yeah,
if you don't listen to the trend of the time period you're in, there are groups that are going to come out and they're going to hound you until you don't have jobs.
yeah,
It just is what it is. It's like
Mhm.
I'm not happy about that.
yeah.
The wrestlers don't deserve to have
No.
to lose their jobs, but
The whole like production company should not be like that. They don't control what Jim Cornette says. Fucking Jim Cornette. They
exactly,
don't even know if Jim Cornette fucking controls what he says.
exactly, you know what I'm saying. But again, I have to give a big fuck you to the NWA Power fans for all
Yeah,
that. Just
yeah, because and then also like Yeah, I understand racist shit should not be said, but again, this shit happens, and honestly, Jim Cornette still has a podcast. People are still tuning in to his podcast and things like that. You know what? You fuck him over, not fuck the NWA over. I think they're
Yeah,
doing it, trying their best to recuperate for what happened.
yeah,
So
I agree.
it is what it is.
Billy Corgan didn't say racist shit. Jim Cornette did.
No.
So fuck you,
So
fans.
exactly. Moving on. And again, Jr. says it all the time. He says
Yeah,
he says sexist
gotta
shit. He
hold
says
up.
it like
Yeah, he
that.
says sexist shit a lot.
And it's like I catch him, and then he honestly, when we go on AEW, I'm gonna talk about it because honestly, I've said this in the past couple of casts. He gets me thrown off of shows sometimes because the lack of enthusiasm he has for fucking shows for the show.
I agree.
NXT was great. NXT was amazing. NXT still keeps it going. I like Top Phillips back. I was fine with it. Model wasn't out because of the whole situation with Corey Graves.
It was soon.
I don't think it's 100% because of Corey
No,
Graves. I just think it's huh?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was people thinking about it, but I think he probably just wasn't feeling too good.
Yeah.
So,
I think I think it has something to do with it, but it's just that it's more the fact that he just don't want to. I feel like he's gonna get barraged with questions by everybody about it, and that's the reason why he gets off Twitter, so he doesn't have to answer them and shit like that, and he'll answer when he's ready.
yeah, but somebody pointed out what it was, and it was, and even Graves to some extent
Yeah.
admitted it was an in character thing that went too far, and it wasn't too far. It's just when you're in character and you say certain things, and you're in a company, you have to have other people on board. So if I work with you and you're in a character and start talking shit to me, and I'm standing there like, why are you talking shit to me?
Yeah.
You gotta let me know ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in character, and we both work for the same company.
Yeah.
He was literally just doing his heel commentary stuff online without, like what is it? Informing Morrow.
Yeah.
And it just seems like he was attacking Morrow.
Yeah.
So on one point I got to get the fuck off Twitter before I have to deal with all the backlash and hear all these people whining and shit. So yes, but like if he's got to take time off, let the dude take time off. It's all right.
Yeah. He is still the voice of NXT. He ain't leaving nowhere.
So let him do it.
Just give him some time. So we got a party in the beginning of NXT.
Yeah.
Everyone was going nuts.
They earned it. They whooped that ass.
Yeah, and then got interrupted by the Undisputed Era.
Mm-hmm.
And was confronted by Finn Balor as well.
Who were completely wrong, mind you.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. It's just like I love how they just take credit for shit they had nothing to do with.
Exactly. And that's what he do. That's what he does.
Exactly.
We had an NXT Tag Team Championship on the line. Undisputed Era versus Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic.
Mm-hmm.
Was it that when he got flung?
Yes. That's when he got catapulted by Keith Lee into the crowd. That was awesome.
Oh, man. That was it was actually a really great match, too. I actually would like to see Dominic and Keith Lee win the tag titles. And I tell you one thing, Keith Lee is going to be one of the biggest baby faces going on from now on.
Yeah.
I will not be surprised he takes the NXT championship.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
He's doing his thing. He's working hard. And, again, these guys are working triple time because they worked all this fucking week.
From last week, they didn't stop.
Yeah, man.
Think about that.
Roger Strong substituted for Bobby Fish because Bobby Fish is
he's
injured.
calling quadruple duty, dude.
Yeah.
Because Bobby Fish got hurt, or at least he got his bell rung when he fell. Because I don't know if people noticed it. On commentary, they
took it bad. Yeah.
See, on commentary, they didn't mention that he hit his head. You could see it.
Yeah.
They said he hit his knee, and really, he fell. He hit his head.
Yeah.
And I guess he either got concussed or he just got
probably the protocol.
Yes.
Yeah, he's probably in the protocol.
He wasn't. You could tell he wasn't 100% from that, and they made the right call.
Yeah. It was a really good match, really solid match, and that, and straight up that that bun rush was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Cole flew.
Dude, I thought he was gonna fly over those people in the crowd though. Because you saw like the guys were trying to catch him, he still went to like the last person.
Yeah.
Yo, how strong is Keith Lee?
Yeah.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. So great match. I Roderick Strong needs to be MVP.
Yeah.
What is it? This almost year end, right?
Huh?
Don't they do a recap of like yeah, what's McCullough won last year? Johnny Gargano. Did he win like last year's wrestler or was it Ciampa?
Yeah.
Who was it? Do you remember?
Wait,
Because they
which one?
always do their thing at the end of the year for best this, best that, best wrestler, best faction and stuff for NXT.
I don't remember.
But was it? I'm trying to remember. Was it Johnny Gargano last year?
It was last year. Yeah.
Last year. So I'm saying it now. Roddy, he deserves it.
Yeah.
I'm
Most
just
improved. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's part of your workhorse of NXT as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What else we got? We have What else do we have? The
We
Dakota Kai
did have
versus
women's
Candice
match.
LeRae.
We did have the first women's match with heel Dakota Kai
Yeah.
and Candice LeRae getting her payback.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good match. Although, why does Dakota Kai always get beat up?
I don't know. She just don't know how to fight, I guess.
She just no. I'm just saying seriously. She literally got her ass kicked in this match.
Yeah.
Like there were a few spots where she caught Candice lovely with that kick,
Yeah.
especially towards the end of the match. But like Candice was running a rough shot over her.
Yeah, it's yeah. She got her ass. She always gets like Candice was like had the upper hand for most of the match, and then she took over when she had to take over.
She did the cool thing where she tied her up in the ropes outside and kicked her in the face.
Yeah.
Like that looked devastating. Like they have pictures of it on the website. It looked lethal,
Yeah.
but she still got her ass beat.
Yeah. I was trying to turn off the damn notification. Sorry, like it's like going really loud in my ear.
Oh well, it doesn't pick up, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. As long as it doesn't pick up, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. So that was a really good match. It was the first thing of the Dakota Kai going
It
being
was a
here.
nasty stuff too. They took when she did the suplex,
Yeah.
where she barely touched the edge of the ring and she fell to the ground.
Yeah.
And it looked pretty bad, but she thankfully wasn't hurt. So
We had Mansoor defeating Shane Thorne. Mansoor is actually getting a little push right now. You actually see
Shane
him
Thorne,
on TV.
Shane Thorne too. Like hasn't he had like a match almost every week? I think
Yeah.
maybe 1 week he missed because he fought Bronson.
Yeah.
He fought somebody else. I think the week before, and then this week Mansoor. All good matches, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta give him props, even if he lost.
Yep.
And Mansoor breaking that curse of, yo, man, I only see him once. So, no, here he is.
Saw
He
him
was on
twice.
205. He was on 205 like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then here he goes having a pretty good match with Shane Thorne.
There you
Liked
go.
it.
You saw him twice.
No, it was 3 times, but
Three
yeah.
times.
It was
Yeah.
in the span of like 3 months, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
Then you had Rhea Ripley come in. That was the Rhea Ripley whole thing. I completely forgot about the Dakota Kai Candice LeRae thing. NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Leo Rush defeats because Tozawa, another one working double time.
oh my goodness. That might.
That was close to be my match of the night, like match of the week. Like that one was really fucking close as well.
Tozawa, like I said, again, Tozawa pulling quadruple duty.
Yeah.
He was on the pay per view as well. Don't forget, in a really good match.
Yo, these guys
On
fucking
Monday,
killed each other.
he was on Monday, and he was here on Wednesday doing his damn thing.
Yep. I recommend everyone to watch this match. Like it was such a really good cruiserweight championship match. I love the fact that NXT is making that cruiserweight championship on the level of NXT champion and the North American title. That shit gets defended and it gets defended well.
Well, yes, I like the end of that match where it was like he caught him with that kick,
Yeah.
and he knocked the mouth guard out, and he was going for his finisher, and Tozawa just slumped down. I was like, damn. And I like the selling like that. Just like a little bit of added realism to it. Like, yeah, he did just get kicked in the head. Like, I kind of don't like that in today's wrestling where people do kicks to the head and you kick out of a move or you get up instantly.
Yeah.
Like, you just got kicked in the head, dude.
Yeah.
Like
you're supposed to get your shine. You're supposed to get your shit shine. Like you knock the fuck out kind of thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
just get right back up. Like it's nothing.
yeah.
You
So
gotta
kudos
impart
to
it. We had Zia Lee,
Zaya.
Zaya,
Mm-hmm.
Zaya Lee versus the Vanessa Bourne. Vanessa
Vanessa Bourne.
Bourne. Can we get her more on TV?
I please,
She's
but
gorgeous.
she took the L. She took the quick L too
Yeah,
because once the interference came, Zia Lee was not having it. She was
yeah.
like, "I gotta go."
And she was gonna fuck up everybody.
Yes, true, true. I like that about her though.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
She was gonna take them all. She was gonna take them all, and then she came in talking shit, and Rhea Ripley came in. Rhea Ripley's taking that belt from her.
I hope so.
She's coming for that title.
Get her, get her.
And then our main event of NXT, which was also close to my match of the night, was Finn Balor and Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh my goodness, this was a dream match, dude.
Yeah, and it was a very hard hitting. I love the fact that Finn Balor does the Bloody Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love the fact that he changed his moveset and to fit his heel character. And this is something that Balor done many years ago. Like when he was in Bullet Club, he did not do anything fancy. He didn't do anything like to get you to cheer. He did things to fucking bring the guy down and to destroy him. That's it.
Yes, he will grind you down, get really technical, do really like just nasty, like devastating moves to people
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, he doesn't do fancy. He just beats the shit out of you. And I love that
Mm-hmm.
about Finn Balor.
Yep. And then we got which was I don't know for you, but damn near my moment of the week.
Yeah.
It was just Adam Cole comes out like yeah, and then he just gets boom, he gets dealt with.
Yep. He got the Pele kick to his head as well.
Yes.
Balor works alone. Or are you just not part of his club?
Mm, this is true.
Oh man, but it was a really good show. I was really happy with it. NXT got a S rank, A plus, whatever you want to put it.
Yeah, I didn't really have any moments that made me go, yeah.
Nah,
Another S for me.
and it gave us Vanessa Bourne. I was happy with that.
Yeah, see, I got everything I want. I
Got a little
can't be
bit of
mad.
everything.
It's the whole thing. I can't be mad.
Let me get the AEW results because
Mm-hmm.
I don't see AEW is getting to a point that I'm not remembering it at all.
Did you at least get to watch the show this week
I
or no?
watched the whole show. It's just that there's nothing that really highlighted for me, so I didn't really care, and then I moved on from it fast. So AEW, when
The
it
opening
started
promo
off,
with me was so. It had moments of hilarity,
yeah,
but it kind of fizzled out. Like I said, I was out when his pops came out and they was
Yeah.
talking about hockey. That
Yeah.
killed the whole thing for me.
yeah. So eventful night, they had an eventful night for Le Champion.
Le Champion.
Pretty much they all. It was pretty much the festival of friendship all over again, just without the betrayal.
This is true.
With the picture, with the camera, things like that. It was all pretty much the festival.
Soul
of
Train
friendship.
Jones. You've seen it before.
Yeah. Virgil, go away.
What an old man. He's just an old man now.
Virgil should not be on TV. He can't talk.
He needs to be on TV, but he has to be in a comedy role because you can't take him seriously and you can't give him lines.
I say my
He needs to be
highlight.
getting a pie to the face.
Yeah.
He needs to be sitting down eating Olive Garden. You know, you gotta do his memes. Like if you're gonna use Virgil, you gotta use him effectively.
Yeah.
I liked him in that promo. Remember before when they had all the people in his life?
Yeah.
And they first introduced him.
Yeah.
He barely had lines, and what he did, he stuck, and it was funny.
Yeah.
This was too much.
I wasn't crazy about this. The only thing the highlights for me was the Boricua basket, food basket. Other than that, like everything else was very straight up festival of friendship all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you could have been a bit more original with it. I wish you guys could. I was a little disappointed with it.
Yeah. It didn't stick landing for me.
Wow. Well, CBS gave Debris Presley and Shakur versus Statlander and Shida a B minus.
That was the women's match, right?
Yeah. I like Chris Statlander. I've seen her. She comes from Creative Pro Wrestling.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Give me the rundown. That's true.
Oh yes, Chris Statlander. She pretty much came from Creative Pro Wrestling. She's a student of Brett Myers, Carl Hawking. So she came from another thing. I've seen her before. She's pretty solid. Like I think she was the best part of that match. To be honest with you.
Her and like the two opposing team members in that match.
Yeah.
Not the two main ones.
Yeah. So
it was her and Who was the other girl?
Shakira, Emi
Yeah,
Shakira.
Yes, yes, yes. See, they were okay.
Yeah,
I like those two.
yeah.
They and somebody pointed this out that the other girl is basically the Eurotano, but she doesn't have people to work off of.
No.
It doesn't work when you don't have anybody to work off of. It just comes off as weird.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have a match when you have the mic stand? Don't you have a weapon? Get that out of the ring.
Yeah.
And the way they just bully the ref, they just turn the ref around and stuff. Like, what do you? I mean, there's flashes of brilliance when like the funny stuff goes down, but it's not. No, there's no chemistry.
No, I felt it either. I really didn't like a lot of the show at all. Like, I didn't like everyone like overhypes the promo. I did not care for the promo. Um, the best friends versus Lucha Bros. Again, I do not like the Lucha Bros in AEW. I really don't. Like, they don't have character. They don't not doing the character shit that I have seen them do, and it just pisses me off when I see them because I know they're not gonna go into that characters, and I just want Pentagon Junior to start go break fucking people's arms.
Yeah, I guess.
That's all I want. So if
I
I
can
want
see
Pentagon Junior the way I want him, I gotta watch Lucha Underground. I'm not gonna watch AEW.
this is true. You gotta.
And that's the thing with me is like I love Pentagon Junior, I love Phoenix, but I do not like them in AEW.
Gotcha.
Honestly, I don't even think they would be the same in WWE either. I think they would be the same exact shit, but I think at least they will at least give them somewhat of a story.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if they were in NXT on the other hand, they would probably just be a badass tag team running roughshod doing their thing.
Yeah.
Because I imagine they would have some creative freedom.
Yeah. So right now, pretty much the AEW Women's Division is going to start being surrounded by Hakura Shinda.
And she was the lady that was in the match?
Yeah,
Or that's somebody else?
she was the one in the red.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, her.
Again, she's one of the only bright spots for me in the AEW Women's Division.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start really highlighting her because she's the one that's pretty much having good matches compared to the other ones.
But they gotta get some type of reason for people to get behind her.
I hope AEW actually signs Chris Statlander because she's actually really good and she could be easily used as well. They got some good talent. It's just they haven't really been highlighted. And honestly,
at all, dude.
Brie Presley, I've seen her do better stuff outside of AEW.
I'm gonna be honest. I saw her this weekend.
Yeah.
Have like clips of her from this weekend from a show. I think that was like last week in Japan or something like that. And she had an amazing match.
Yeah.
And she's been involved in some pretty entertaining stuff. And it's just like, why is this not happening on AEW?
Yeah.
And then I have to realize that it's because she's in a match with people like Britt Baker.
Yeah.
And they don't gel together. They just don't.
This is another thing I kind of had issues with, and like why they did this. Why Cody Rhodes is fighting a jobber?
Yeah, what was that about? He has a heated rivalry with multiple people.
And he fights a jobber, a return match with a jobber. Like, what is that? Does that even count in his winning column? Because that's bullshit.
Free win.
I don't like that shit.
Free win. Nah.
Kenny Omega versus Pac. That was actually a really good match.
That was the match of the show for me.
Yeah, and even that
it was awesome.
Even that I had some little hint, just overly not selling shit and things like that. But other than the match, a really good match. I think they have good chemistry. I think they could pull off a 5-star match if they actually really put it together with each other. But this match was good.
I like that match. I would give it like 4 stars if I had to rate it.
That was my highlight. That
was the most interesting part of the show. Mm-hmm. And the thing I liked the least, the thing that took me out of the show completely was the Butcher and the Blade and the Bunny showing up.
Oh.
And having to listen to the commentary fumble around with what the hell they even were. I don't know if that was Excalibur.
Yeah.
See, I'm not sure. And you hear JR, and this is the one time I'll give JR credit. He didn't sandbag him. He was literally trying to ask. I'm not familiar with these guys. This is the first time we're seeing. He said literally, this is the first time we're seeing them on AEW television. Yeah. And Excalibur continues to go. It's the Blade, the Butcher, and the Bunny. And I'm just standing there like,
everyone bitched at JR not knowing. And he was like, but I'm not supposed to know.
He's not supposed to. if you're gonna have somebody with knowledge,
Yeah,
then let Excalibur be the guy to introduce them.
yeah.
And he just kept saying their names over and over again.
I hated it. I didn't care
That
for
shit
it.
was whack. And the messed up part is they introduced the girl Allie, but you
Mm.
couldn't tell who that was
Yeah.
because she didn't look like that at all.
No. She just had
Because
a bunny suit.
somebody pointed out that she got her hair taken by Kong, right?
Yeah.
There was zero character development for her to turn into that. Zero.
Oh, I don't care.
So what?
Yeah, and
So
then
you had a wrestler that was already there, and you just kept saying her name, but you didn't say that she changed her character from what she was. You didn't say anything about that. I don't know who those other two were, and I was gonna tell you the sad thing was I'm hearing that those two are actually really good,
yeah,
and
I don't
their
care.
debut flopped like a fucking wet fish for me.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be really good, but you made me not care.
Yeah, they went out of their way to make me not care.
Another thing I didn't really care about, and I thought the match was trash, was the dynamite diamond ring match, Heyman Page versus MJF. I thought
Oh,
this
I got
match
to
was a botch
see.
fest.
Yeah, at the last 3 to 4 minutes of that match was some of the worst just interference I've ever seen.
Some of the worst interference, some of the worst character development, and the fact that I like MJF as a character, like in a ring, he does not have character development in the ring. Like he does not show anything, and it's like, all right, you're a very one-sided kind of dude, aren't you? Because he's not
But
that great in the
don't
ring.
forget also,
Of
he
what I've
was with
seen, he
Hangman
has
too.
not been good in the ring.
But it was just like, don't forget he was with Hangman. And it was just like they didn't gel.
They didn't mesh at all, and it was just a
Mm.
bad match.
Well, I see. I didn't think the match was bad,
It
but
was bad,
I thought it was just very generic. But the end of that match made me go, what the fuck is going
and
on?
that crossover was fucking terrible.
Yeah, and
And Cody does it pretty bad, and like that one was even worse.
that was just one of the stuff, implementations of that move I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I don't know, dude.
And especially we have guys like fucking Damian Priest fucking doing that and doing it flawlessly, and then you have Cody that botches it all the time, and then MJF that has just destroyed it. So it made Cody's looks really good. So there you go.
Yeah, but again, the entire last part of that match, I recommend somebody watch it just to see how bad it was,
Yeah,
because it literally is a black spot on MJF and Hangman.
yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like that new dude, whatever. He wasn't great. But I know he's a
He just
prospect.
stands at you and just like I won't fight you,
Yeah,
but he doesn't actually
yeah,
fight you.
yeah. And he was very just. It was almost like when you put a person in a situation and then they just clam up and put their hands in their pocket.
Yeah,
He might as well have been doing that. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
You know that guy has to watch like videos of like Sid and Shawn Michaels and Diesel and Shawn Michaels. Take some
Okay.
lessons. Take some
Okay.
lessons from being a bodyguard and things like that because you
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah. He was. That was awful. They had the. That was one of the sloppiest. Like not let the ref see. Hangman was laying there for a good minute, and then the dude hit him and with what looked like an ineffective punch into the sloppiest crossroads, and it was like, I'm done.
And then something that AEW does, and they have done it for the last week since they started, they have a random brawl.
Yeah. Again.
Like, I'm mad, and we'll fight.
But see, look. After that, I tuned out. So everything from that after that, I don't even know what happened, dude.
That was just again like you just have a fight to have a fight, and I understand you have rivalries between these guys, but you're going to do this. All right, he comes back and everything, and then they have him attack, and then you have Mac Jackson attack and whatnot. I didn't like the way it was sent, like how it was made. It could have been better.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Then you had the main event. You had Jericho versus Scorpio Sky. It was an okay match.
Okay.
Scorpio Sky did his thing.
Okay.
You kind of knew where the match was going. He was not going to win. You knew he was not going to win. So I wish they did a bit more into actually giving us a match, but they kind of just, again, a glorified stunt show kind of thing. They try to show things that hasn't been done, but Jericho winning by like with the lion tamer without actually working the back and leg kind of really bothered me.
Okay.
Again, like I have the little things with that as well. Like with every federation, is the fact that when you're doing submissions and you're actually working submissions, I like to see you work on the fucking body part to do the submission.
Okay. Okay.
And that was on. The last thing we got was John Moxley come out to Jericho's. It looks like he's gonna fight Jericho next. And that's
for the
where
championship.
I don't know, but Moxley is #1 in their rankings.
All right, so you know what? I think they need to put a strap on Moxley
Yeah,
ASAP.
yeah.
I do. I really do.
Moxley is the only one that feels natural sometimes, and that's bad.
And yeah, I did see his promos,
Yeah,
and they still do it for me.
yeah. Like he feels natural, and that's something I like about Moxley. At least he
Hmm.
stays feeling natural.
Hmm.
He doesn't bullshit his character.
At least he has a character situated, like it's in
Yeah,
place, and he sticks to it.
yeah,
You know, not where some of the people is like they go back and forth, and it just feels like, what are you? Who are
yeah,
you? And that's most of the people who aren't the elite.
yeah,
It's literally just what are you or who are you?
yeah.
You know. So
Yeah. AEW,
I
I
will
give a
say, look,
C.
I'm gonna give them credit where credit's due. I like that fucking that recruitment video.
Yeah,
That was kind of ridiculous.
yeah,
The Dark Order.
yeah.
You can do this. You can
It
be a
reminds me of the Wyatts in the beginning stages of the Wyatt
See, I didn't see
family.
that, so I don't have
So
that.
back in NXT when he first started doing that, he used to have like a cult following kind of thing. So yeah,
Okay.
YouTube Bray Wyatt's NXT promos when he was the Wyatt family kind of thing. It
Okay.
reminds me a
Okay.
lot like it, but it kind of it's a cool gimmick. I give him credit. It's fun.
Like it was that made me laugh. Like I like that. So all right. But
Now let's
again,
move
I'm
it
all
on.
for character development. That's what I like.
All right, so I give AEW a C minus.
I give it a did not finish.
I did not finish.
Sorry.
All
DNF.
right.
Sorry.
All right. Next, SmackDown's Friday Night SmackDown. I actually thought it was a fun match, fun show as well.
Mm-hmm. I saw
Uh,
it. I saw the second half of it like today, so I'm really fresh on it. I love everything Bray Wyatt this week.
yes.
The Muscle Man rap and Husky are my favorite things in wrestling right now. That
Yeah.
was ridiculous. The Lizard Man, the little innuendos in there where Vince McMahon in between the Lizard Men,
Yeah.
signifying that he's a Lizard Man. I love that. Just Daniel Bryan having to stand there and watch that on TV, like the
And
end.
not laugh.
Yeah, not laugh. How you keep a serious face with
Like
that?
I would have laughed my ass off seeing him fucking doing the hip hop shit.
Yes, yes, yes. I would have. I would
Maybe
have
when the
died.
camera was off him, he was laughing.
I love the introduction to the Fiend's title, which
Yeah.
I think is cool. He has the
It,
blue belt,
yeah.
and the Fiend has that thing. So
Yeah. You know how
whatever.
much that shit's selling for?
No, I didn't even know it was a thing
Six
yet.
grand.
What do you mean?
It's six
Somebody made
grand.
one?
No,
A
they're selling it for 6 grand. That belt. It's a replica belt. It's made by the mask makers
So
of
the
Bray Wyatt's
guys who
mask.
made okay, so like
Yeah,
they're horror guys, right?
yeah,
So that means it's made by the horror. Oh, wow, all right,
yeah. They're selling that belt for 6 grand. A lot of fans are furious, but then a lot of fans actually bought it. So
really? I mean, I know there are people who could buy it, but
yeah.
like, huh? Okay,
SmackDown had a handful of great matches as well. They had Roman versus Bobby Roode. I thought it was a great
that was
match.
a good match, dude.
I like the
Hilarious ending.
yeah.
He buried him. Have you seen Robert? He's still somewhere in the arena. They haven't gotten a table off of him yet.
Yeah, man, that was actually a really good match. I like their chemistry. I think Roman's. I think the fact that Roman's out the title picture just makes him better. Like he's doing things just to fight, and I like that on Roman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
Steph Rob,
here's the thing.
yeah,
At least with Roman fighting and having all these matches, he wins his matches, and you cannot say when he ends up in the title picture, how the fuck did he get there?
yeah.
Because we're seeing him win matches.
He's been winning matches, and he'll take a loss here and there, and he'll take those purposely lost, like those losses that need to happen, like the one with Corbin helped him.
Yeah.
So I think when he does loses is meaningful. And it's not he doesn't lose just to lose. He loses because it's meaningful.
Yes.
We had a Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak, which was great.
It was unfortunately too short.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I've seen them have better matches in 205,
me
but
too.
I'm not gonna shit on it. It was still good for what it was.
Yep, I love the match, and also I like the at least Corey Graves brought up their 205 live history.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
true.
I was happy with that.
And it wasn't Drew Gulak getting run over by Braun Strowman again,
Yeah.
which I love. Thank you.
Lacey Evans confronts SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley and Sasha Banks, so it looks like we're getting a babyface turn for
and
Lacey Evans.
and that was probably her best promo.
Yeah, she popped
And
him
the
right in the mouth
crowd
too.
was fucking the crowd. That crowd was on fire.
Yeah,
Do you remember where they were?
they were in Alabama.
Yo, Alabama was all. Is she from Alabama?
Well, she's Southern. I don't think she's from Alabama though.
Okay, okay. But yo, they were going in. They were all in for Daniel Bryan. They were all in for Roman. They were you heard them chanting Roman
Yeah,
like dude. They
the
were
crowd.
that's a good crowd. That
The
was a good
crowd
crowd.
was good for wrestling, man. They
Yeah.
wanted to watch some wrestling.
I don't know if Alabama is one of them cities, but like yo, they were on fire.
Then you had Nikki Cross versus Sonya Deville, and it became a 2-on-1, and then the return of my favorite Alexa Bliss.
She was foreshadowing too, because she literally had her colors on.
Yeah,
And she never had that color
no,
scheme.
he didn't. She didn't. I was like, yeah, you kind of blew it, Nikki.
Mhm.
But I was very, very, very extremely happy to see Alexa Black. I love Alexa Bliss, so just seeing her back, and I like to see her and see what she does with a face role because she never been a baby face.
Well, you got Nikki Cross to blame for that. That's her.
But and I like that, like the whole even the slap in the face, she kind of made it as a baby face kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like she had the crowd go with her with it, and then fucking went and did the fucking crack in the mouth.
Yeah, I just again.
And you know what? I
Fire.
just want to give Mandy Rose credit when she said something right before the slap, and it was fucking hilarious.
Oh shit. I
She's
just
like, "You
feel like
never beat
they
me."
gave
And she
her.
got clocked.
I just feel like her character has had zero development since the last time she had the thing with Ember Moon. It's the same character,
Yeah,
and it didn't work then.
yeah.
Like she called her a plate of cold Thanksgiving food. What? I don't know how unappealing that is to you, but to a lot of people, cold Thanksgiving leftovers is a shit.
Yeah.
So
I was
Nikki Cross looked
offended.
damn good. Yeah, exactly. Nikki Cross looked damn good. Try to
while I
act
was
like she
eat,
got a big old ass in them jeans. Cut it out.
while I was eating my cold turkey.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some of that cold gravy to put on that cold turkey.
Yeah. I did like the whole the return for Alexa. She got a really big pop, and I'm
Mhm.
actually looking forward to seeing her as a babyface. Like I want to see her develop more as a babyface and not just go heel.
Yeah,
Cause she's better on the mic than most people. So let's see if she could do it the other
this
way.
is true. This is 100% true.
Yeah. And I was happy to see her. So yay, Alexa! Nice to see you healthy. She was shout outs to her and Up Down Down. She was a one time Up Down Down champion for like 5 seconds.
Okay, I didn't actually get to see it.
So she won it. They did a whole like for Survivor Series kind of thing, and then she beat Cesaro for the belt. She had it. She took a picture with it. She raised it, and then Tyler Breeze comes in with a fucking mustache and a Grubhub T-shirt saying that he's delivery, and he challenges Alexa for the title, and he takes the title.
Great.
The whole moment when he takes the title, look at Xavier's face. He's so angry that he got the belt.
Oh man.
Because he tried his best to fuck with him. He did not want him to have the title, at least once at all.
So, is he gonna break his rule and challenge him for the title?
He
Expect
might.
it to take it away from him? Because I
I
would
don't
love
know.
that.
But Tyler Breeze right now is the Up Down Down champion. Definitely check it out. It
Congratulations
was
to
really
Prince.
fun.
Did he take it on his show on the Sweets? Do you know?
Who?
Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, he's on there.
No. Do you know if he brought the belt on there yet?
I'm not sure. I haven't watched.
If not, that's a missed opportunity. Just to have that belt on his stream and talk so much shit. Oh,
Yeah, he had most of the people from the Swedes besides Ty Dillinger. Like Baron Corbin was part of that tournament too.
Okay.
But Alexa won it, and she was like, "I'm as shocked as you are."
Nice.
But I was happy she got it, and she took a pic. They got one picture of her with it, and
You
then
know
she
what
lost
she
it.
played to win? What did they do?
They played Saturday Night Slam Masters, and that's where she lost it. Yeah,
Wow. All right. Good stuff.
yeah. And then what else we got? New Day, open challenge for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn come out to take the challenge, and oh man, this was fucking a great match.
That was a fight, dude.
I loved it.
They was
everything
going
about
at
it.
it, man.
And
Cesaro was whooping that ass. Big E was getting in there.
oh, and note, this was the 5-year anniversary of the New Day.
Of them being together as a faction.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then
Congratulations.
Biggie was talking about like, yeah, I love that number 5. Like, none of y'all will don't talk about it, but I was the second NXT champion. I love that number 5. Like, y'all don't say nothing about his NXT championship run. It was
No,
really good.
no, they don't. They really don't.
He has some good matches, especially with Connor. He has some really good matches with Connor.
Where are they? Are those
I
guys
don't
still
know.
working there?
They're on like Tampa, getting suntan. I don't know.
Oh man, come on, guys.
Oh man, they should
Who
come
pays
back as
attention
the.
back to
You
NXT?
know who they should come back as? The surfer dudes that in the Southpaw Regional Wrestling that they
Oh,
were.
have you got to see any of TNA's promos for that for
I
their
saw
version?
it and it was just cheesy. It was too corny for me to watch. Like I tried to watch it and it was just like it. Like what WWE did was a production of comedy. Like it was meant to be funny and it was comedy. This one was like is they still ran a wrestling show and they tried their best to be funny. It's like they're forcing trying to be funny and that it just didn't do it for me.
Okay, because I didn't actually see it, but I
Some
like the
characters was
promos
cool.
for it.
I was
Pretty-
fine with some characters, but some characters was just like, all right, this is not even funny. It was just dumb.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, that was actually close to one of my matches of the week as well. It was the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, New Day versus Nakamura and Cesaro. I would like to see more of that. Oh, we got this. And talking about Cesaro, we got a Sheamus promo.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good promo
And
too.
coming back as himself, as his original look with the spiky
Yeah,
hair and the mustache. I miss Cesaro. I think he's well.
Sheamus.
Oh, Cesaro, Sheamus. Yeah, Sheamus. I miss Sheamus. He was good.
What do you want him to be? You want him to come back as a singles guy?
I think that's where they're gonna go with him because they kind of need guys in that. I think they need guys in that category in SmackDown right now.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and then Sheamus could hold his own. He was a former champion. He did everything. The only thing he has not done is the IC championship.
That's what I'm about to say. And the Shinsuke better watch out.
He's gonna bro kick you, Shinsuke duck.
I wouldn't mind Sheamus with the IC title though.
Me either. But let's see what happens and see when he returns. I know he lost a good amount of weight. I think he lost a good 50 pounds a show, so
Well, good for him.
he had to because of fucking his neck injuries.
Yeah.
And then the final thing was Daniel Bryan responds to the Universal Champion Bray Wyatt. We got the
Yeah. Muscle Man, right?
we got the Muscle Man dance. We got a lot of things, and then we got the Fiend coming out the ring and ripping his hair off. So
Poor Daniel Bryan.
are we gonna see a bald Daniel Bryan?
Now, I wasn't watching when that happened.
Yeah, he was ripping his hair off.
No, I mean not that. I mean before. So apparently Daniel Bryan was bald before.
Yeah,
Or he shaved his head.
yeah. What he does is actually he when he fully cuts his hair, he donates his hair to cancer kids. So he literally lets it all grow. They shave it. He'll donate it.
Okay.
That's literally what he does. So they ripped his hair, which I don't think was his real hair, but they did something.
Yeah.
And the Fiend was going crazy with his hair and laughing.
What do you think it is?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Like I like the Fiend and Daniel Bryan. I think Bryan is a good competitor for him. It makes his matches better, and I just wish they just stop the red light, please.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the new thing. This is the first time
Yeah,
on TV they've used the red light instead of just going to black.
yeah. Like I just need you to stop the red light, please. It hurts my eyes. It makes me honestly. I want to pay attention to these things, and it kind of throws me off.
I agree.
And I think that's my thing with the red light. Like after a while, it hurts your eyes, and you get thrown off, and you just don't want to keep watching it. It's like, all right, can you please stop? Like, we get it.
Yeah, it's a little annoying. I don't mind it at the end of the show because that.
Yeah.
Okay, what they did this week, if they would always use the red light, as in to do it in the last 2 minutes, the little logo shows up and it's time to go.
Yeah,
I don't mind because literally I'm probably gonna see it for like 30 seconds.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But when you do it for an entire 15-minute match, 20-minute match,
Yeah.
you kill people. Stop it.
and I think that will affect the wrestlers themselves. They can't. Can they see well with that shit?
I know you can't see certain things when the light is red, so
Yeah. So
I imagine
far,
they have to worry about their safety.
We have Starcade tonight, which starts at 7. I think this is gonna have a couple matches. It's not gonna be a big event. They just doing it just to have it a live event on the network.
You
Yeah,
never know.
you have the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way. You have Sasha Banks and Bailey versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus the Kabuki Warriors versus Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
want. I would like the Kabuki Warriors to keep the titles.
That's a title match.
Yeah,
Really?
it's for the tag titles. Yeah,
Really? Wow.
I would like to see
Okay.
Alexa and Nikki take the belts back. Just the fact that it leaves Asuka open for the women's championship.
Okay. But listen,
And then you could
whoever
probably put a
wins,
little rivalry between Kairi Sane and Charlotte.
whoever, no, whoever wins. My only problem is that it seems like they don't fight anybody else.
Yeah.
They don't go to NXT.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well,
they don't. go to
they
NXT.
haven't had a setup chance to go to back into NXT because the whole Survivor Series thing. So there was
No. I mean, at least Asuka and Kyrie,
Yeah.
they got to do it once,
Yeah.
and they had an awesome match.
Yeah.
But since the belts have been issued on TV, we haven't gotten enough of them cross promoting because of the words they said when they made those belts. That's the only problem I have.
Yeah, but then again, I feel like honestly, it was only 1 week after Survivor Series. I don't think that was something in mind just yet. Because again, they're trying to pick up from Survivor Series, so they haven't really. The tag team champions haven't defended those belts since the last time they did.
And they defended NXT.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is I want more of them to do it because the Kabuki Warriors had maybe about 4 to 5 matches, not on NXT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like to see them.
So you got to see them fight multiple, people on their own brand.
Yeah.
Before they had to do the cross brand thing.
Yeah.
But my problem with that belt is that belt wasn't a part of Survivor Series. That belt was, when we have it, we defend it across all brands.
Yeah.
I think NXT didn't get enough defenses with those belts.
So
that's what I'm saying. So I hope whoever is the next set of champions, they at least have at least one good match in NXT to defend it. So if Nikki and Alexa win, I hope they don't have a short reign. I hope they have at least enough of a reign to defend it once in NXT is what I'm saying.
Same here. I agree.
And also, I agree if Charlotte and Becky or Sasha, blah, blah, blah. Whoever wins it, I don't want to see them just go there right away. What I mean is at least once.
I don't want Charlotte and Becky. I don't want Sasha and Bailey winning it.
I have a feeling fucking Charlotte and...
I want Becky. I want Kabuki Warriors or Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. One of the two.
I so have a feeling Charlotte and Becky are going to win those belts.
I hope not.
Sooner than later. I really do.
The other match we have is the last man standing match with Rusev and Bobby Lashley.
I wonder if Bobby Lashley's going to come to the ring with a neck brace.
I hope so.
That'd be hilarious.
Rusev puts his head in a ladder and then kicks it.
And then kicks it. Oh.
And then we have Kevin Owens' show having Ric Flair on.
Oh, he's going to have his show? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, they bring back the KO.
That's all. The only thing they announced for Starcade. So let's see if they add more later
all
on.
Right.
Anything like that. That is all for the week of wrestling.
Yep. Oh, shout outs to New Japan. I forgot the name of the show, but they're doing at least this is a step in the right direction of they're putting in an older pay-per-view on their YouTube.
Oh, nice. They should do that. They have so much good stuff. It's just that a lot of people don't know where to get it.
Yeah, so congratulations for them getting into the future.
Yeah. It only took them so many years.
Yeah, I know.
Wrestling figure news. The Masters of the WWE, the He-Man cross WWE figures are starting to hit stores. Walmart has them, I think, exclusively.
Okay.
They're pretty dope figures. Like I've seen the Rey Mysterio and I've seen the Many Faces New Day, and those are the two I really want because they just look unique.
Okay.
The many faces just because it's all three heads and it's all three of the New Day in one figure. I think that was really dope. That was a really good idea that they did.
I think. Did you hear the major figure? What is it? The wrestling podcast,
Yeah.
the wrestling figures. This past weekend, um, they mentioned that they didn't expressly tell everybody this about those figures, but they have the old school He-Man. You could pop them off, but
Yeah.
I think Zack Ryder had mentioned that they have more places to pop them off from, so you can switch more pieces now.
Okay.
I didn't know they had more articulation because when you look at the picture, you can't really see it,
Yeah.
but they actually have more articulation than the old He-Man figures.
Oh, cool.
So he said that the waist pops off. Before, the waist on the He-Man figure, you couldn't take the waist off.
No.
That would break the figure.
Yeah.
So that sounds interesting that they have a mix and match feature.
That's cool. That
Yeah.
sounds good. I kind of want. You know what? I'm not. I was never a big He-Man fan, so me collecting He-Man was not out of guess. But I saw the WWE ones, and like again, certain characters I kind of want. Like I like the Rey Mysterio one with the wings and shit. I thought it was really cool.
Okay.
The many faces with New Day. I like the Macho Man.
Yeah. I
I
like the
like
Undertaker one. He looks cool.
the Undertaker one looks cool. The Triple H with the pants looks cool.
Yeah.
The Skeletor looking one. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because those came out. It just hit stores, but yeah. I've been trying to calm down with the wrestling figures though because it's too much right now. Yeah, I'm making me broke and I had to.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, it's too much, and I'm trying to keep up with that Lightning collection, and I'm almost done with that Lightning collection.
This is true.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I have. Of wrestling.
Yep.
We'll have a little review of the Starcade next week.
Yes, sir.
Maybe some more wrestling news and everything like that. Seeing that we are on the road to TLC, and then after that, Royal Rumble. So, and then maybe NWA Fire. We'll probably check that out. So we see.
Cool. All
right. So we're gonna wrap this up. This is the Mark with the Mic, and that's Louis Beans, and this is the Wrestling Babble podcast. You can find us here live on Twitch TV at 12:00 every Sunday. And then we also have the SoundCloud, YouTube versions go out all edited and nicely done. Later on this week, usually around Tuesday. So you can hear those or hear this one live, the Raw Cut live. Follow us. I have a link tree on the Twitch channel that gives us all the links for every single body. But you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitch TV, and the Facebook pages, the Wrestling Babble and Red Cycling pages, all Mark with the Mic. Follow Red Cycling.
Anything and everywhere.
Yes.
We are on YouTube, where you can catch the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast, as long as all of our playthroughs.
Yeah.
You can hear this podcast on our SoundCloud as well, and that's Red Cyclone Inc. What else was it? Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, WordPress. Am I missing anything?
YouTube.
I already said YouTube. Yeah. And all of those are Red Cyclone Inc. So all spelled the same.
Yes.
Please, no excuses. So you know what to do.
Yep, and check out all our other podcasts on SoundCloud and YouTube. We have our It Gets Better, I Swear, and then the debuting cast of the Not a Trekkie. The Morphin cast may be coming sometime later on this month. So that's all we got. Check out everything. Like, subscribe, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Sandwiches.
Peace out. Laters.
Peace.
Oh, stay tuned for It Gets Better, I Swear.